It's your boy Cody Crazy with Lagodi Entertainment, and we all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Yeah.
Lord Byron Sound, Lagodi Entertainment, Nation of Elevation, all the way up. Turn up.
Hey yo, what up? It's KLR with Lagodi Entertainment, and we all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. All platforms.
What's up, y'all? This is October with B&M, Lagodi Entertainment. I'm all the way here with Nation Elevation 2.0. You dig?
Yeah, it's your boy Chad Blunt, motherfucker, with Lagodi Entertainment. And I'm all the way up, man. All the way up. Nation Elevation 2.0. Yeah, ho.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Be Nice in the building with Lagodi Entertainment. I'm all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Let's get it. Shout out to the squad.
What is up, y'all? It's your boy Gilly from Lagodi Entertainment. I just want to say thank y'all so much for the love and support, especially to Nation of Elevation 2.0, man. Thank y'all so much for everything that you guys do for us. It means a lot. Big respect to y'all. Peace.
What's up, y'all? It's Lauren Badass with Lagodi Entertainment, and I'm all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Bitch!
Bravo Beats, mate. You are now rocking with Nation of Elevation 2.0 with your hosts, Dave No Fuck Beat, Metal Mike, Miss Shelly, and Russ Dog. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Get ready to break your knob. It goes down every Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at 6
They gon' break the knob when they turn you on. Make your head nod when they turn you on. Only sticky icky when we roll up. Never slip it. Either got the heater tub. Got the latest tracks from the independents. They gon' keep it spinning. They gon' keep it winning. All across the nation is the elevation. They gon' bring that heat with no hesitation. Roll a 2.0 with no 1.5. What a light ahead. Cause we going live. Elevation time. Come relax your mind with Dave P and listen to these rhymes. Nation of Elevation 2.0 got them jams. Turn your speakers up loud. Cause Lagodi gon' slam. Got the underground hits with the dope wicked sounds. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at 6 p.m. You know it go down.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up? It's Friday, and y'all know what that means, right? That means I may have an artist free tonight. But not just any artist. This artist has been paving the way for a minute and laying some dope ass tracks. So y'all go ahead and give it up to Cap the Wise Guy.
What was good?
What's good, bro?
Oh, living the dream, my God. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before I get started, how's the weather?
It's hot. We in Texas right now, so you know, dry and hot. Texas only got two weather. Right. It's like summer and then more summer. That's pretty much it out here. You know what I mean?
Right. So obviously you're from Texas.
Technically, yeah. I'm in Texas. I'm actually from New Jersey. Patterson, born and raised.
Oh, nice. So how long you been doing music?
Oof, man, I've been doing music a long time. With a little gap in the middle. So basically, when I was in like high school, you know, I used to freestyle, fuck around. You know how we do. You know, go to parties, bullshit, all that fun stuff. Make fun of people, clown on people, shit like that. That's how it all started. Then I got a little more serious with it. I had a friend that had a studio, set something up. So then we used to, you know, hang out there, lay down some stuff. And it's crazy back then how good you thought your shit sounded, and then you listen to it now and you're like, man, this sounded trash. Especially with the way technology has come along. But yeah, you know, and then I took a break. Took a long break, like when my daughter was born, and I had to get my life right. You know, had to get family right with the wife and all that. And then about 5 years ago now, I got back into it. Like right before COVID hit, I started like getting at it again to kind of start recording. We was done having, you know, kids. We was in a good place. So I kind of, you know, just started reaching out to a studio and whatnot. And then the next thing you know, yeah, I am still going, you know.
Doing your thing. That's dope. So what is the biggest show that you've done?
Well, back in my heyday when I was really chasing it more and more into like the, becoming that major signed artist type deal, I was able to do a tour. It was called the Stop the Violence Tour. It's actually hosted by KRS-One in memory of Scott LaRock. And
Wow.
he does it every year. It's 5 boroughs. So it's the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Midtown or Manhattan, and then Long Island. So, yeah, Long Island. So that was actually a real dope show, real dope endeavor. They had a different DJ, a different host at every show. They had some celebrities out there. Unfortunately, KRS himself wasn't there, but I got to meet like MOP, got to meet Shaheem.
That's
Um,
dope.
this real dope artist named Nicolette. She was actually on LL Cool J's Goat album, or the one right after Goat. I always mix it up. A couple other real dope people, and some people that worked with the radio, Hot 97, which is the big station out there. At least at the time, it was pretty much the station out there. I know now they got Power 105 and all that, but yeah, that was real fun, real dope. Lot of dope artists too. It was all underground artists basically, other than like the headliners they would have out at every show. It was pretty much like local, real feel, real spill type setup.
Nice. What's the smallest show you?
Ooh. Well, it's tough to say because like growing up, basically shows were in New York, right? So you always had good crowds. Now, as far as how much the crowd was involved or engaged, open mics and things like that, there was always people out there. In Texas, I've done some smaller stuff. Maybe 40, 50 people in attendance, of course, most of which are other artists or other performers. And then, just regular barflies or whatever you want to call them, or but yeah, it's cool though, because sometimes at those smaller shows you can make a better connection with people because you could actually
Right.
talk to them one-on-one. They're actually really listening and like paying attention, whereas like a bigger show with a bigger crowd, people are always kind of, the music's kind of in the background. It's like ambiance more than it's like what they're there for, and they're just vibing and doing their thing. At a smaller show, it's like when you walk off that stage, it's like all eyes is on you. They're like, hey man, that shit was dope, yada yada yada. You can connect and shit.
Right. Who is the worst? What the hell is that? Who is the worst artist you've ever worked with?
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
So are we talking worse as in like ego and difficulty to work with, or worse as in like, I guess for lack of a better term, talent level? Because that's a loaded question right there. You know what I'm saying?
Both.
Ugh, man, talent level. When I first started out, there was quite a few people that thought they could rap, didn't know how to hold a beat at all. Like they're finishing, like they're nowhere near finishing on the clap or on the drum. They're all over the fucking place. Their rhyme scheme is like half bar, full bar, to third of a bar, to a split bar, like just really everywhere. I mean, there's been some tough ones. To be honest, though, it's tough to say because music is art. So to each person, it sounds different. It feels different, really. So I try not to judge. I kind of let it be. And you try more to feel their energy than you necessarily feel. Because if they was doing your style or they was doing what you were doing, like it wouldn't be you. It would, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be unique. You got to be special. If everybody's doing the same shit you're doing, or everybody is basically on that same realm, then it's like, what makes me special? What makes me different? So you try to be like, look, different isn't always better, but it's not necessarily always bad. It just might not resonate with me. It might not hit with me. I've dealt with some pretty big ego dudes that definitely are way bigger in their mind than they are outside of it. One dude that comes to mind, there was this cat. He went by Mel, and he swore he was nice, and he would go get his rhyme book and be like, man, I got at least 30 hits in here guaranteed to go, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, let me hear something. Well, I haven't recorded anything yet. Well, how do you know the hits? like one of those types, like, but then they be, and the worst is when they're like scared to, like they try to act like they're not, they try to act like they're great, but they truly are scared to like put their shit out. So like they'll record it and then they'll tell you how great it is, and you'll be like, let me hear it. Oh, no, it's not ready. No. Y'all not, or you're not ready for it type shit. That's what they try to play it off like. And it's like, bro, that's part of the game. That's part of the experience. Like, if you don't put your shit out there, you never gonna know. Like, music, once you record your music, it's not for you no more. Like, that's how I see it. Once if I want to record it and just hear it back myself, then why even record it? I could just read my shit. I already know it. Like, the whole point of recording it and putting it out is because now it's for them. It's for the people that are listening, the people tuning in. You know, and some people don't understand that. You know, it's entertainment at the end of the day. Like, as much as I appreciate the art side of it and look at it as an art form, once I then make it public, it's no longer art. It's now viewed as entertainment, right? So
so now it's for the people, you know what I mean?
It's for the masses,
for the people,
for the sheeple.
And that's Chop It Up with Pops and myself do a show called The Review, and that allows us to, out of all the music that we listen to, you know what I mean, it all goes in a hat. You know, one song from each artist, and then on Saturdays he pulls a name. Bam, we get to tell you what we think of that song. That is, you know, our way of saying, you know, you need to work on this or you need to work on that, or that's the best. You know what I mean? That's fire. And it's funny because some artists get really upset over.
They get butthurt, for lack of a better term.
But that's what we do. You know, we review music on Saturdays. It's the give back for us.
See, and that's like the other thing that people don't take into consideration. Like, so I construct this verse, okay? So I get real detailed, meticulous, methodical with it, right? And I know this rhyme means this, and this bar means that, and the way this bar here connects to this bar here, and the way I orchestrate set all that up.
Right.
When I put it out to you, you might maybe figure that out. You might not. That might even register with you, and it might not. No matter how hard I explain it or how good I explain it, it might still not resonate with you. And people don't understand that. Like, and not to mention, if I have to break it down for you like that I made it so complex that you can't even pick up on the intricacies of it, then it's probably not for the masses. But like you said, people don't know how to take that. People don't know how to understand that. They just think, I'm going to just record a song, make it hit, make it big, boom, I'm rich. It's so much deeper than that. There's so much more involvement.
And that's the end of it, 100%. And not every song is going to be a smash hit that the whole world is listening to. I mean, I hope to help make that happen.
Right.
But nevertheless, not every song is grade A.
Right. And we as artists, we have a thought with every song, right? So we feel like, hey, this song can be a hit, but it doesn't mean it will be. I mean, I think it was like one song I could think of off the top of my head was Beyonce. She did that song on the Pink Panther. I think it was Check Up On It. She was in the studio hanging with her homegirls, and I think Jay-Z called her or something, and they was like clowning on her, like, oh, he's calling to check up on you. And that's how the song came about. Like, it wasn't some creative, deep thought thing. It was a catchy, cool thing that she did. Boom, it became a fucking hit. And then there's other songs that people spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours fine-tuning and critiquing and recording, and it hits. And it's just like, yeah, it's all right. You know what I mean? So
that's the way I do. Like I'm not one, like if I was to ask you, if you were to ask me the same question I ask you, I mean, yeah, I listen to my music, but there's 100 times that there could be 100 times that I go back and I change this and add this and remove that. And,
man, if I showed you my old rhyme book, like it looks like a fucking treasure map. Like I would write, so I used to put little lines every 4 bars, so I knew my counts. Okay. And I would write it out, boom, 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 go. Then I would go back and read it. And then I'd be like, no, I want to change this bar. So now I cross this bar out and I kind of squeeze it on top. Boom. Then I'd be like, well, if I change this bar, now I got to change this bar. Boom. So da-da-da. Now I run out of room. I draw an arrow to the top. And then on top of the page, I do this.
Yep.
Now, boom, I change this. Now I got an arrow to the bottom to the other section. Next thing you know, I wrote like 5 different raps on that one page, half of which are crossed out. And I'm like, I don't even, my topics completely changed. Everything's all over the place. And I was like, man, once the sidekick, when the sidekick came out, that was like a game changer. Cause then I could like digitally write it out and keep it organized and neat. Cause man, when I would try to record those verses, my eyes was like all over the place, and I flipped the page back to here, flipped the page back to that, like bar to bar. It was chaos. But that's how we did it. That's how we had to do it.
We usually don't play music until it's been previewed. I mean, we do, but we're putting a stop to that. And I was listening to your music earlier because I finally got a chance to really listen to it. And I gotta say, on this first set of songs, I got That Every Day, Unfinished Story, and Forward, and Forward. And out of them 3 songs, the one I listened to more than one time was That Every Day. What's the story behind that song?
So, man, my guy Elo, shouts to him. He out in Cali. That's my producer. He's in Salinas. Hit me off with the beat. Actually, if I remember right, that's a Michael Jackson sample that I found. I was like, hey, chop this one up, see what you can do with it. That's what he came up with. Sent it back over to me. And actually, the story behind that song is we were supposed to do a music video that never ended up happening. So I was visiting family up north where I'm from in Jersey. Hit up one of my guys that actually does music videos and shit. And I was like, yo, we were going to take a road trip. We actually went out to a Patriots game up in Boston against the Jets. So my videographer is a Patriots fan. My other boy's a Jets fan. I'm not either. But I was like, I'm down for the experience. And we was going to do a music video to the road trip. And we got so tied up in a road trip, we never even shot the video. Like, we had that much fun. It was that chill. We was just bullshitting. Next thing you know, it was like, fuck, we're already here. But so it's just supposed to be like just a regular everyday vibe. Like, this is shit that goes on. Like, think like Seinfeld. You know what I mean? Like, that was just regular shit. It wasn't like pre-made or pre-thought out, like random stuff that occurred. It was kind of like shit that really occurred in their lives, and they just turned it into comedy. And that's what that song was supposed to be like. You know, we just out here living a life. You know what I mean?
Right. So y'all, this is Cap the Wise Guy, and the song is called That Every Day. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. And
Let's go.
Let's go!
Get up, head up, check the setup. We came unknown, tomorrow you won't forget us. Can't stop the rain, don't bother with no umbrellas. You gon' like us, guys, we good fellas. But that don't mean that we ain't here to amuse you. Not about the Nero, don't let us confuse you. We speaking realness, that's why you feel this. It's all love on the mic, that's why I seal this with a kiss like Jada. Not no real stick, we breaking through all the locks, you know the drill, bitch. The style is different, we just some misfits that found a place we belong, but we ain't finished. It's Act 2, the stage has been set, just having fun. Who thinks that we ain't blessed? I must confess it wasn't always good like this, and that's what make it better. It's just that every day we out here living our life trying to make it. No matter what, we gon' survive, we can take it. God made us to last, let's face it. I can't escape it. It's just that every day we out here living our life trying to make it. No matter what, we gon' survive, we can take it. God made us to last, let's face it. Can't escape it. It's just that everyday shit. Man, why would I chase it? What's meant to be will, you can't erase it. It's meant to last like the star of the show. Creating these headlines, never part of my flow. And I won't sell my soul like my name was Kia. Dust myself off and try again. Aaliyah, aging but a number. Can't quantify my hunger. Shock you quick when I drop it. Stone cold stunner. No $1 million dreams, believe I stay real. That's why I keep that 9 to 5 just to pay bills. Cause this music will never be worth. This is free therapy. Name me a better perk.
Name one.
No Molly, man, they'll never stop me. I'm an ace, I'm the one, so no kings can top me. I'm just living. One day I'll be forgiven. So let's switch up the gears right here on this transmission.
Let's go!
I'm in the driver's seat. Forget the motherfuckers. Why can be when I can be? Moving along, blazing my own trail. You can't lose when they just set you up to fail. I need the win to be a legend. As long as I keep it honorable, what I mention. Sometimes you down, sometimes you up. But either way we know it's just that everyday shit.
We out here living our life trying to make it. No matter what we gon' survive, we can take it. DOD made us to last, let's face it. Can't escape it. They just said every day shit. We out here living our life trying to make it. No matter what we gon' survive, we can take it. DOD made us to last, let's face it. Can't escape it. They just said every day shit. Living our life trying to make it. Gotta survive, we can take it. Made us to last, let's face it. Can't escape it. It's just that everyday shit. Living the life, we gon' survive. It's just that everyday shit.
So tell me about the song again. You said that it was more of a fuck you, let's just kick it.
Yeah, like just a everyday chilling with your boys, enjoying life, living it up type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just one of those days that you don't even remember half the time. You just take it for granted, so to speak, because it's normal. You know what I mean? Like when
Right.
you was, especially when you was younger, that you look back on now as like an adult and a parent with all the responsibilities and bills. And it's like, man, I wish I could go back to that time and just, you know what I mean? Ride out with my boys and just
Kick
enjoy
it.
the moment.
Right.
You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
What are we doing? It don't matter. We together and that's that. Like, let's go. Yeah.
Right. Let's get it.
And I just gotta say, man, I appreciate the love on it because as an artist, the two biggest things you can do without literally saying something to show an artist that you feel in his music. Number one is the head nod, always. But a lot of that
Oh,
also
yeah.
is the beat. But part of it still is the whole vibe, the essence, whatever. And the second thing you can do is play the song again. Right? Like there's no greater compliment to an artist than to say, I want to hear it again.
Well,
Because
I
think
promise
about it. I mean,
you.
you do a review show. How many songs do you hear and you're like, I actually want to play that again? And then how many songs do you actually go and play again?
I mean,
There's a
there's
huge
a
gap.
handful, but I get
Right.
music on a weekly basis. I get music that if I was to sit and preview every bit of it, like right now, it'd probably take me a month.
Absolutely.
So for me to find a vibe in a song, it's really hard because I listen to everything. You know what I mean? Like there's no boundaries where my music goes where my taste of music goes as long as it's underground music.
I dig it.
You know what I mean?
So-
There's a couple artists that I still fuck with heavy that are, mainstream, but
Right.
I'm more of the underground. It's what I
So
listen to.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna flip the script right quick. So you when's the last time you literally put some music on that wasn't like I'm not listening because somebody sent me this shit. I'm not listening because it's my own label or my own people or any previous bias to it, but like by choice, this is what I want to listen to. I got time to really sit down and just kind of enjoy it.
It's very like on trips.
Right, road trips. It makes sense.
Road trips, I get to listen to everything. Because
Right.
everything around me is like 45 minutes to an hour away.
See, and you lucky because I got kids, so it's like even when I go on a road trip or do something with the kids, I'm playing Taylor Swift and Rose and Bruno Mars, and none of that music's horrible. Don't get me wrong, but that's not my first preference, obviously.
And
You know what I mean?
I listen when I play the game. I got some of the music playing in my headphone when I'm playing Black Ops or something.
I dig it. I dig it.
But mostly when I'm in the car.
Yeah.
Because then I got, like my chick, she's just as much as in the underground as I am.
That's
and she'll
dope.
tell she don't lie about it, any of it. She'll tell you if it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, please don't play that shit again.
You need to get her on the review show, then no filters, just go. Shit.
Right. And that's, she's been on a couple of my shows and she definitely has no filter.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up.
And that's a good thing, because
absolutely.
It shows that tells the artist, like, look, you're fired, but you need to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
You fix that and you're going to be unstoppable, whatever it may be.
I hate when somebody's like, no, it's dope. I liked it. Or no, I didn't like it. Like, what didn't you like about it? What did you like about it? Like, let me know. As an artist, I'm trying to build and grow. I'm looking for, I don't want you to like my shit. Like, as crazy as it sounds, I don't want you to be like, that's a perfect song, I love it. I want you to be like, I enjoyed it, I liked it, but I feel like you could have done this a little better, or maybe changed this a little bit, or I didn't feel this. The second verse, you kind of lost me, it got monotonous, or the hook didn't really resonate. Like that's what I want to hear. Like, in a way that's not hate, in a way that's not, yeah,
no, it's let's build.
Right. Exactly. I'm not gonna get better if you tell me everything's great. Like, okay.
Right. And like I said, it takes a lot for me to get into a song, and like the review helps me do that. You know what I mean? It helps me vibe or not vibe, or
because you could zone in and just really listen for that, whatever it is, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and just
because the way the shows work is the first step to getting your music played is to get on both of our shows, the Chop It Up with Pop show and this show, Nation Elevation.
And by the way, every time you say your show name, I just hear like, "We are the Nation of Elevation." I'm a wrestling head, like as a kid growing up, and every time I read that name, I can't read it as Nation of Elevation. Like, even when I read it silently in my head, I still say it in that form. Like, but yeah, shouts to that.
Yes, sir. And so yeah, music is like, I listen to a lot of it, and I'll keep it real. The way to get on the show is just how you do. You step one, you set up a show. Step two, you set up a show with Pops. You know what I mean? Then you get your music played on the review. There's 3 shows right there. And within them 3 shows, they're heard everywhere in the world. Damn near everywhere in the world.
Facts. That's why I was saying to you earlier. I don't know why people don't capitalize on it more, or they have all these like weird things or weird thoughts. Because people deep down, honestly, artists are the most insecure people out there. And that's what it comes down to. You know?
Right.
But man, shouts to Pops. I think I said shouts to him earlier, but I'll say it again, man. I know, and he recovering strong from what I see. But yeah, I mean, I had a great show with him, just literally chopping it up, like real easy to connect with, real easy to talk to, real humble dude, always looking out for people. Like, Pops a real one, man.
Yeah, we have meetings. We have daily meetings, and it's just about the time the sun comes up. And I told him the other day I had an interview set up with you, and he was like, "Oh, sweet, that's a great interview."
Appreciate that.
So he definitely feels the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that's step 2. Now we put your music in the review, and once it gets called, that'll say whether I'm gonna play it regardless until the review. You know what I mean? Until it hits the review. But that just says that this has got to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I know this artist is fire, but he's got to do a little better. He's got to fix this. And with that being said, I'll give him a thumbs up and a question mark.
Right.
You know what I mean? The question mark always means I want to hear more, but you just got to let it go and not push it or whatever.
You got to improve. You got to,
right.
Not everything needs to be like, a makeover, but at the same time, that fine tweak and that fine tuning is what makes the difference.
Exactly. So who is the best artist you've worked with?
Wow, that's a tough question. Man, you put me on the spot. The best artist I've worked with? Again, are we talking talent or are we talking just energy, vibe, like connection?
Let me scroll back up. Talent-wise on that one.
I'm probably gonna have to give love to my guy Sinius. He out of, I want to say, I know it's New York for sure. I want to say it's the Bronx. But I might be wrong on that. But much love to him, and that dude is dope. Like, you go on a lot of these social media and you see a lot of people on these platforms, and a lot of them are talented.
Go roll them up.
But not a lot of them. No, you're good. But not a lot of them are music like you necessarily want to listen to. Like, oh, that's a dope verse, or oh, that's a dope bar. But it doesn't like stick with you. It doesn't. Maybe the delivery wasn't the greatest. Like, I was creative as fuck, but he didn't do it right, or he didn't get it across right. Arsenius is one of those guys, man. It's just like, it's a vibe. When you listen to him, it's like sometimes he doesn't even say shit and says so much just because of the energy, the delivery, the tone of his voice, like just all those little things, like he's really amazing with. And he's a real humble, cool dude, like reached out to him to do some work with him and shit. And he was like, you know, I always figured, you don't know people from a hole in the wall, so like they're probably gonna ask you to pay or something, or they're probably gonna be like, well, let me hear it and see if it's good enough. He was like, yes, I know, I got you. Like real cool, real humble off the strength. Another one that really resonates that I met from the same circle is this guy Jay the Star, part of a tandem called Star in Life. But he's another one. He's very detailed with his bars. He works slow, but not in like a negative way. He works slow in a way that he really takes the time to make everything perfect. Really go over it multiple times, so it's more like natural and more like he's just doing it off this, like I can't even describe it. He's not like forcing it. He's not like a narrator just reading something. Like it's part of him, so to speak. Those two are probably the two most talented dudes like I've really worked with and come across, especially in the last couple years when I got back into it. Those are dudes I want to actually hear music from. Those are guys I want to, like when they drop something, I'm like, I need to check it out. There's other guys when they drop something like, oh, I'll get to it, or oh, it's cool, or maybe I'll listen to it once. But those are guys that like I want to hear again and again and again, if that makes sense.
Right. And again, like you said earlier, everybody is fire. Everybody is good at what they do because everybody's talent is different. Everybody's swag or whatever. It's different. So if you hear me telling somebody their music is not up to par, not in them words, but I'm out of line. You know what I mean? But there is music that I'm like, fuck no way, I don't ever want to listen to it again. That don't mean I won't promote you. That just means you gotta improve a lot.
And that's also your opinion. So, which there's nothing wrong with. Like that maybe like I'm not a weed dude. I'm not a smoker. So I hear smoker music all the time, and some of it's cool, and some of it's just whatever. I'm not saying it's trash or bad but it doesn't connect to me. It doesn't it's not just gonna have that. Whereas I'm a Jersey cat. I'm an East Coast kid. Like when you spit some real lyrical, crazy metaphor, punchline shit that some people just find like overrated or boring or droll, like, oh, this and that. I've heard stuff like this before, where it's like to us, it's like, oh, like we're really like listening to those fine things. We're listening to that flow really crazy.
And New York, I talk about all the legends all the time that are here in Tennessee. But if you think about the hip hop legends that are in just New York, just in general,
the amount of talent there is just crazy.
You would be floored because you got artists like all of Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man, Redman, RZA. I could go on and on and on with the
Ghostface, ODB. You got Run DMC. You got oh my God.
Right,
ARS, Biggie. Technically, Pac was really from New York. Got most of his style from up there. That's what made him so great. He had an East Coast style out on the West Coast with the blend with it, kind of hybrid. I mean, Eric B. Rakim, Cool G Rap. Like, you go on for days. Nas, J. Like, we didn't even name half of the people, like the household people, let alone the real ones. Like,
and when you listen to music that's from that's New York style, you'll hear the violent swag without the violence, and it's fucking dope. It's one of the great things about
that's like Raekwon. Like Raekwon's dope as shit. I don't know half of what the fuck he says half the time, but I am fucking feeling it, vibing with it, rolling with it. And that's not a knock at all. That's just he's on another level with his slang and his street codes and all that shit. Noriega was like that.
My son. Let me think of who this my son listens to. I think it's Twista. Okay. I can't understand shit. But the couple of words that you do understand and that beat puts it all together.
But you know
what I mean?
Feel it. That's what makes music great. You can feel that energy. You could feel that emotion.
Anybody can hear the music, like they said in White Men Can't Jump. You can hear the music, but do you feel it?
Drummer was white. Don't get me started. You can hear Jimmy, but you can't feel Jimmy. But yeah, no, it's a great scene. But no, that's true. Like, and that's what's crazy. Like, there's levels to it. Like Jay was one of the greatest with that. Like Jay-Z would say some shit that on face level could be relatable to, say, this audience, and then on a street level was relatable to this audience, and it was the same thing. It's just so layered or so crazy that it was like you could tell this dude really did some shit, been in some shit in his younger days.
And
You know,
that's the same way that Outkast is.
Andre's
you know
my
what I
goat.
mean?
To me, Andre is the goat. I've never heard a bad verse. Everything is so creative and artistic. I've never been able to predict anything he's about to do. He's just so creative on another level. No knock to Big Boy, because Big Boy is dope as fuck too. But Andre to me is just, Andre's a musician. Andre's not a rapper. He's a musician who raps.
He's
an artist.
He's an entertainer.
Facts. Right. Like Hey Ya is one of the most creative, deepest songs you'll ever listen to, and most people don't even understand it. Like if you watch the video, he's the keyboard player, he's the drummer, he's a guy on singing, and he's playing a guitar, because he does all that shit, because he produces those beats and he's behind the scenes doing all these things. But the only person, they all have the same face, but the only one you fall in love with is that one that's the front man, the one that's the headliner. Like there's depth to it that is just crazy. I love. I could go on for hours about Andre. I mean, shit.
I agree with you. But like you're right on the same aspect. Only the front guy gets the attention. That just means the guy that's not in the front has to A, show his ass, or B, entertain way better than.
And think about it, old school bands, like, okay, you had your lead singer, so you had your, say, your Don Henley or your for the Eagles, and you didn't know Joe Walsh like that, but they at least played an instrument or something, so a lot of people did know Joe Walsh, plus he did his own music, or you didn't know what's the other guy, Don Felder, like that, who did a lot of these guitar riffs and stuff, but at least in the live performance or something. But in hip hop, it's like, I'm not bringing Elo, my producer from Cali, on stage with me. I'm not bringing Styx on stage with me out from the UK. Like, no producer is coming on stage. Maybe DJ Khaled, if you want to call it that. He's more a hype man than a producer. I mean, don't get me wrong, not knocking what he does, but he's not really pushing keys and playing tunes like that, to the point that you're bringing him on stage. Like, even a DJ half the time is just playing a record that's already recorded. Old school was different. Old school, they were scratching it live. Like, when you think about what they had to do old school, like live one take on a 4-track, playing it, scratching it, mixing it, intertwining it with samples and everything coming together, like that's just that's crazy as fuck.
And they did all that shit manually.
Live.
They didn't.
Think about it. You can get through, like, you're spitting, right, and back then it was 3 verses with the hook, all this extra shit, maybe clapping live in the back or something, like for aesthetics and whatnot. And you're over there and you fuck up on the 3rd verse, guess what? Chances are you're doing everything back from the beginning all over again.
It was different. And like I was telling you right. Like I was telling you before we were live, like, I don't rap, but I write, whatever funny thought or whatever I use in it's really off of my podcast equipment. It's an app off of that. But it's kind of like AI, and it generates my voice, or a voice, off of a voice that when I did like 3 different times, and it generated as close to my voice as can. I do not rap, I just write.
And you got a dope voice though. You got that nice, deep, like solid voice. Like,
thank you. Let me read this. What is the song that means the most to you out of all the music you've done, and why?
I might be a little biased towards my newer stuff just because it really sits with me more because of the mind and the maturity level I am. I had a song called Reflection where I talk about, like, holding my daughter for the first time, becoming a parent, that feeling, that euphoria that's over you. Like, the hook goes, whenever I look in your eyes, it's like a mirror staring back at me, because it's like, you're my little clone, you're my my baby.
Yep,
like,
you're me.
Right. And just all the emotion that you felt that first time, your whole world changed, and you didn't even know. You knew it changed, but you didn't know how it changed, or to the extent it changed, and even how it was going to change, but you knew everything was just going to be different. There was no looking back. And just kind of encapsulates all that. Some of my older stuff, I got a song called it's like Letter to God, where I'm just talking about different storytelling aspects. Like a dude doing things. It's kind of like you know, having a conversation with God. Like, look, I know you saw me fuck up and do this, and I know you saw me mess up and do that, but I had to, trying to justify it or explain why they did it. And the things that people do, like whether it's selling drugs or whether it's cheating on women or whether it's getting in fights or whatever it is, just like, you're just out living and things just happen, and it's like you're in the moment and your rationale, you don't have time to process, you just have time to do. And then another one's like the second verse is about like a lady having a child out of wedlock, and how she kind of pushed the man away, but didn't push the man away because he didn't also want to step up. And then it got to the point where she did push him away, and then yada yada yada, and how she's struggling trying to feed her baby, things like that. Like, so some of those really resonate with me. And then the last verse is kind of me talking to God, like, you know, why do you allow certain things to happen? Did you forget about us? Is it the devil's world? Like, you don't care about us? Things like that. Like, I go back and listen to it now. And it's one of those where it's like, man, I wish I did more with that at the time. I've even thought about re-recording it, but I'm like, I'm not going to be able to put it out with that same type of energy and vibe because I'm not in that same mind state, and I'm not living that lifestyle or around those people like I was when I wrote it. So, but that's one that really always holds a place in my heart, so to speak.
Who is your biggest influence in underground hip hop?
Oof. Underground hip hop.
Questions are great, man.
They are. You're making me think. Really making me think. Man, I don't know if I would consider him underground like that because he technically did go mainstream before he passed. But Big L, man, I used to hunt for Big L mixtapes. I used to hunt for unreleased shit, stuff that wasn't out. I know a lot of stuff has come out posthumously. But Big L was probably one of those where it was like, man, the guy and his punchlines were just ridiculous. And it's tough because, and not to skate around the question, but growing up in New York, basically, I mean, I was 10 minutes from the city. I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey. So, we went and got mixtapes all the time. So all these artists that were mainstream, like say Jadakiss, Joe Button, Fabulous, all these guys that were also releasing unreleased underground shit on those mixtapes at the same time that they were, say, signed to Def Jam or signed to Arista or whoever it was.
I grew up to LL Cool J and Run DMC and
it was
Fat
different.
Boys and all them guys. So
I've heard songs that people have never, and it's cool because I bring up my guy Elo again because I chop it up with him a lot. That's my ace, and he'll always tell me about some California shit that I know nothing about, especially bass shit. He'll be talking about this artist, that artist. I'm like, I never heard of this dude in my life. And it's cool because he puts me on the shit that I never got exposed to because of where I grew up. And I tell him about artists that he never got put onto or artists how like that were way bigger than they were, say, over there to them. So it's really cool, like to have those type of conversations.
Yeah. So as far as that goes, I think I can think of two right off the top of my head that I vibe to or either vibe to at one point or another or still do, and that's E40 and probably Brother Lynch.
Brother Lynch, he just put out some new shit too.
Yeah, like his older shit is like you're saying, my older shit is fire, but my new shit is pressure.
Man, I remember when I first heard like E40's changes because he did it was called it was the same sample. It was the same. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Bruce Hornsby sample. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
And it was totally different vibe, but it was like real, like almost brought you to a tear, like listening to some of the shit he went through with his pops and all that. And it was just like, damn, like really started digging deeper, like listening to more shit. And then when I'll talk to my guy Elo and they'll tell me about E40 from the late 80s and early 90s, I'm like, we didn't even know what that was. Like E40 was that dude in the Friday bootleg 3 Strikes. That wasn't a Friday sequel, but was kind of a Friday sequel.
Yeah,
talking about for shizzle dizzle because it was like I'm just using all that crazy slang and
shit.
He
raps like that
dope ass fucking excursion. He had that Army Green excursion and shit, and it was just like that's how we got kind of put on the E40 from the East Coast. Like it's crazy.
Man, when we come back, you know, I got an hour of music after we go on break.
Okay.
My first song I'm gonna play, my friend, you know, my cousin actually, goes by Kendrosis, and this sounds about 85% like E40. So it's coming in a minute.
I mean, it's crazy how much slang E40 came up with that Snoop Dogg used and got popular with, and E40 didn't get that same type of.
Right.
You know, it's just wild when you think about
And
some of the
from
things in the
name,
game.
you know,
Right. But E40, that dude, when it comes to fucking ebonics type shit, like I don't even know what else to term it. Like,
yeah, like that dude will spit out words that don't even that you're just like, huh?
and his voice is so unique. Like his voice is so dope. Like,
so with that being said, I'm gonna play another song, but before that, who is your most influenced mainstream?
Well, like I said, my goat's Andre. That's who I, especially at this point, try to emulate. Coming up, I got a lot of Eminem comparisons. Plus, I freestyle and all that. So when I used to go off top, to us, freestyle. Well, to me, freestyle was literally off the top. But I know for some people, it's just like they wrote a verse that didn't have a specific beat or didn't record or whatever. But freestyle off the top, I used to get a lot of Eminem connections, especially when I go on like radio or do shows and just spit. But the biggest influence was probably Tupac. I mean, Tupac, you talk about capturing emotions. You could rhyme about anything and you could feel it. And it wasn't so much the crazy lyrics or things he came up with. It was just like he could paint a fucking picture. You can close your eyes and see it. And a lot
you can see what he's talking about.
Right. And a lot of the single mother stuff he used to talk about, like growing up with a single mom and a broken family, and growing up I grew up in a more, I wouldn't call it rich area, but it wasn't lower class or anything like that. It was maybe middle to high middle, you know, before my dad left. So I wasn't exposed to a lot. Like when we watched, you know, when we heard hip hop, it was like OPP off the radio. It was, or MTV, like, you know, watching like Whoop, There It Is. Like we weren't exposed at that age when I was younger, like into hip hop like that. I more dug back into those crates as I got older.
My dad used to.
But Tupac was one of the ones that, like, when I started really listening to him and some of the shit he talked about, I'm like, man, there's other people going through shit like that. Because all the people I grew up around came from like nice families and they were getting new cars and fresh clothes and shoes. And here I was broke and bummy, like, you know, working as soon as I was of age to work, or even for family before that, just trying to make ends meet. You know, it was different. So,
right. I'm gonna play this song. So, my girl says to me, that's what she just told me. You seen her whisper in my ear, right?
Uh-huh.
She said, "Can you play Pulling Me Back?"
There it is.
I'm like, that's kind of funny because that's him. So I am gonna play this song, and then we'll ask you a couple of questions, and there you go about your nice day.
That's a bet.
Here we go. This is Pulling Me Back by Cap the Wise Guy.
Yo, I ain't LL, but you can still call it a comeback. I'm cool with it, sticking to my boards like a thumbtack. I'm doing it back home, ready to unpack, trying to make it in this world with my word in my nutsack. And I won't break him for any hate, there is plenty. I'm still driving, you can call me John Henry. Never thought it could happen till I actually did it. Not trying to get rich, all I ask is you listen and relate to it. Instead of just hate to it, gotta shoot for your love, just like my name Cupid. I make music, that's the art that I choose. Call the kid translucent, I see things through. No need to black it out, feed in, no backing out. These mics is getting rocked, I'm laying the smack it down. Watch them eyebrows raise the second I'm back in town. Call this my homecoming season, no slacking now. Every time I try to go, something keeps pulling me back. I ain't changing, the music is my thingy. I gotta be who I am till the day that I die. Right on my feet where my standards, till the day that I fly. Let them keys open doors, the party is just beginning. Struck out in the past, but the team is still winning. Look out for my brothers, all love when we vibe. That's the quest for the tribe. You better step to the side. We marching through like a parade as I float on the beat. Thought things were looking up, that's when I showed you the feet. This ain't no competition, bro. Don't be confused by the beat. If you really come at my head, I wouldn't lose any sleep. Too many sheep for me to count. You doubt it just passes me. The speakers scream it out. This bout ends in catastrophe. It's cap or not cap, CAP. I speak factually. I stay holding it down. My last name should be gravity. Let the paper wait. Ain't waiting on no paper. Stay home and meditate. Never waiting on no savior. It lives inside me. Stay moving at high speed. Got the world slowing down. Why the fuck would I leave? Every time I try to go, something keeps pulling me back. I ain't chingy, but music is my thingy. I gotta be who I am till the day that I die. Right on my feet where I stand until the day that I fly.
So where was your head at in that song? That sounded like it was a whole party.
Yeah. Shouts to my guy CZ Wonder for that beat, man. That beat was, I remember when he sent me that shit. I decided I was gonna do a project. Long story short, like I said, I got family up in Jersey. My wife and I, we're the only two that live here, so all of our family is pretty much up there or in Peru, where she's from. And we decided that she's a teacher, so she has longer summers. I don't have that luxury, so she was gonna stay up there for about couple, like 10 or so days. It ended up being 2 extra weekends that she was going to be up there. So I was like, hey, I'm going to record an album over those 10 days. I haven't done much in a while. I have some time, no kids, no wife. I can just lock the fuck in and go. So I hit up a couple producers, CZ Wonder being one of them. And he sent me that shit when I just got up there, because we all went together, but I was coming back before. So it was like a week before I was coming back at least. Might have been even longer. When he sent me that shit, I was like, I don't want to write to nothing. I want to write all at the same time. And bro, I was fighting myself. I ended up just writing that shit. Like, I couldn't wait. Like, that beat was so incredible. When I heard it, I was like, man, I just gotta go. And really, it was like I hadn't recorded nothing in about a good year, probably. Like, really sat down and recorded shit. I had so much stuff recorded that I was just putting it out and just kind of write a little bit here, write a little bit there, but I wasn't hitting the studio or nothing. And, you know, that's kind of what the I ain't LL, but you could still call it a comeback. Plus, like I said, I had that big gap when my daughter was born for about over 10 years before I, didn't record anything. So, and everything kind of just flowed out of it, just kept going. I think I even had to split up the verses because I think I wrote that all like one thing straight. And I was like, I got to put a hook in the middle and chopped it and cut it and then squeezed it in, fine-tuned some of the lines to make it make sense, like this being the end of the verse and then this being the transition to the beginning of the verse, yada yada yada. But yeah, man, I mean that's one of my favorites too. Really dope video we did with that. Shouts to my guy Sean G, my videographer. We actually did a black and white rooftop video for that, and we shot some scenes outside of MetLife, which is where the Jets and Giants play. We got chased by a security guard. Really funny story. But we man, that song is definitely one of my best. I'll leave it at that.
I think I hope that's the one that they generate on the review when it pops up, because that is a good song. And if you could tell anybody who is going through it, like that just feels like giving up, one thing to make them go that little bit further, what would it be?
Don't. Nah. I would tell you this. I would say, look, does music make you happy? When you create, when you produce music, does it make you happy? Not like, oh, it puts a smile on my face. Not that cheesy happy shit. But like truly happy. Like inside of you, you feel good. You want to do it more. Then keep going. Because if you're trying to make music for the wrong reasons, it ain't gonna make you happy. Real talk, you're gonna be disappointed. If you're trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna just record a song, make it hit, make it rich, you're gonna be very disappointed. And it's not to say people aren't talented enough to do that, but let's be real, you got a better chance of winning the lottery without even playing it. It's just how it is. Yeah. So what I would say to you is create for you. Do what you're naturally telling yourself to do. Like listen to your body, listen to who you are. Don't try to let other people dictate what you do. Don't try to let other people tell you how to do it. You do what you feel natural, what you feel appropriate. And If it doesn't make you happy doing it, then you're right
Do
to
something else.
call it a day. But if it does, if you get enjoyment out of it, keep doing it. That's it. You maybe take some time off, step away too, because music is a funny way. I mean, with everything in life too that you really like, the more you try to push it away, the harder it is, the more it pulls you back, right? No pun intended based on the song we just played, but if it fits, it fits.
If the shoe fits, wear it, right. And do you want to give any shout outs?
Man, I could shout out everybody. Everybody. There's so many people, man. I always try to shout out my producers because they're behind the scenes, and without them, I ain't shit. So shout out to my guy Elo. Shout out to my guy Stick. Shout out to my guy CZ. Shout out to my guy RC. Trying to think. Shout out to Pops. Of course, shout out to you. Putting me on, giving me some time. Shout out to the wife listening. Really all the different artists I work with, all the artists out there listening. And by all means, man, let me know. I'm down to work with everybody. I'm always willing to create because to me, that's the best way to come up with stuff because you're going to see something different than I see it. So when I hear how you see it, it might open my eyes to look at it even differently from the way I was and differently from the way you are. And then boom, I'm reaching a whole different stratosphere, a whole nother level. So I that's the one thing I really promote to people too. To go back on the question you just asked, man, tell people if you're really thinking about stepping away, find somebody to work with. Because if you can't find somebody to work with that's going to help motivate you and drive you, then again, maybe you are right to give it up. But chances are once you start creating with people, when you start brainstorming and really putting ideas down and then building off of that, that's where the greatness comes from.
What starts as a hobby could be your future.
Facts.
So with that being said, thank you for being on the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Anytime you want to pop in that I do not have an artist or some, if you do, it is what it is. Just hit me up.
Yeah, I don't care who you got. We kick him to the curb. I'll come on. We got it. No,
Right. And any music that you got the Gmail.
Yeah.
So when you're ready for it to hit the streets, you just let me know and I will send it. I will make it happen. Pops will make it happen. Well, you know what I mean? And you already know that at some time or another it'll go run through the review.
That's a bet.
So anything that I can help you with, man, you just hit me up and I'll do what I can. As far as features, I am with Lagodi Entertainment and there is a bunch of artists there. So, I mean, I'm sure we can make something happen.
Oh, absolutely. Shit. I ain't picky either. As long as you just spitting from the heart, I'll never be the one to tell you whack or anything like that. If you real with it, I'm feeling it.
There's no artist in that group that I could say that I would not listen to on a day-to-day basis.
That's definitely what's up. That's high praise.
I don't think there's one that I don't know, man. I have to look at my playlist. That's interesting. Because, I listen to so much music if I'm in the car or I'm playing a game or whatever. That's an interesting question for myself.
Yeah.
But with that being said, y'all go like, follow, add, all that stuff. Make sure you share Cap the Wise Guy on all platforms, right?
Yes, sir.
On all platforms. And share the shit out of it. Tell your sister's cousin's best friend about it.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
Them views count. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into a commercial. And again, thank you for joining us. And you're more than welcome to pop in whenever. Just hit me up.
Anytime, man. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the rest of your day.
We are the nation of elevation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't find this video. Here we go.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Cody Crazy with Lagodi Entertainment, and we all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Yeah.
Lord Byron Sound, Lagodi Entertainment, Nation of Elevation, all the way up. Turn up.
Hey yo, what up? It's KLR with Lagodi Entertainment, and we all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0, all platforms.
What's up, y'all? It's Oxford with B&M, the Goldie Entertainment. I'm all the way here with Nation Elevation 2.0. You dig?
Yeah, it's your boy Chad Bundy, motherfucker. We the Go Entertainment. And I'm all the way up, man. All the way up. Nation Elevation 2.0. Yeah, ho.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Be Nice in the building with Lagodi Entertainment. I'm all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Let's get it. Shout out to the squad.
What is up, y'all? It's your boy Gilly from Lagodi Entertainment. I just want to say thank y'all so much for the love and support, especially to Nation of Elevation 2.0, man. Thank y'all so much for everything that you guys do for us. It means a lot. Big respect to y'all. Peace.
What's up, y'all? It's Lauren Badass with Lagodi Entertainment, and I'm all the way up with Nation of Elevation 2.0. Bitch!
Sprinkle some tea over here on that nigga. Goddamn H-I-O, but the motherfucking residence. Uncle Keith, how can you be so cool and still be relevant? You can never copy me, and I'm fluid like water. Niggas broke like broke cars that won't start, change your alternator. Mania as fuck, and I'm nutty like a nutty buddy. If a bitch nigga wanted, we can cause the war and get bloody. My little niggas be crass, but they don't give a fuck about one time. We heard that you a bitch, we heard that through the grapevine. I'm the type of nigga that make a nigga back up like a sea crab. Step from RH you want to, you might just catch a right jab. Niggas be hating on the nigga because I'm the doom with this phone. I'm the nigga had your mama in the club, hollering like a baboon. I'm a girl for tycoon who pretty out here fucking with Keith. I have your girl take me to her room, she sucks me off with no teeth. Don't hate on the nigga because I'm getting my bucks and never stop doing me because I give no fucks and I'm a nut. Say, man, you from the Bay? Nah. OH10 be the residents, originators of the G-Funk. We been doing this, we been out here on this gangsta funky tip. Say, man, you from the Bay? Nah. OH10 be the residents, originators of the G-Funk. We been doing this, we been out here on this gangsta funky tip. I got a lot of love for my city, a lot of talent up in here. A lot of niggas out here grimy, and they vision unclear. Law lit my Kajo Geechee, not say that to the death of me. I swear my soul, I'm holding it down, I'm getting to this money. I'm the type of nigga that grind, you the type of nigga that hate. You the type of nigga that hate on your nigga, y'all both ain't getting okay. You cats ain't real, you're also opportunists, and you wonder why none of you niggas is doing shit like Kendro. I be tipping the work and stacking the Mac on my way into some pay sales. Been on the track, it's like you can hit back up and jokers and J. I'ma stand for my business, please, my big cuz Ricky. I'ma keep a sharper off on corners. I know you niggas is shit. Say, man, you from the Bay? Nah. OH10 be the residents, originators of the G-Funk. We been doing this, we been out here on this gangsta funky tip. Say, man, you from the Bay? Nah. OH10 be the residents, originators of the G-Funk. We been doing this, we been out here on this gangsta funky tip. Hey, gangsta funky tip.
Yeah, let's get it turned in my city. Walking through the club with a couple bad bitches. And money over everything, fuck bad business. I got what you need, all you need is the bitches. Gone for a while, but now I'm back. Couple flavors round if you're looking for pack. And you might come back, this shit hit like crack. The best gas, I don't even want a Mac. You can't kick it, gotta get a bag to see me. YouTube, you can see me on the TV. All my haters old like DVD. Bitch, I've been hot since my first CD. Top 10, y'all burnt out, smoking all that Reggie. All that Reggie did that since I trapped out the Cali. Why they want beef, this could turn out dead. Yeah. Why they sending shots online, but it's indirect. How you mad at me, you're for the street. I knew not to fuck with a bitch from the east. From the mask in the bag, but this ain't trick or treat. Keep a body in the bag with a tag for the feet. I be getting views, no promo. My name's everywhere, bitch. I ain't just low. I can get mobile. Your career at my disposal. Good bounce back, yeah. I always had told. Why's it always gotta be the east side? Asking for a 20 piece of crack and a free ride. Violated from the block, you moved to the east. I can tell you fitting in, you always wanted freebies. Fuck, I'ma sell you for $10. I'll be in the house with 10 different kinds of flowers. I just weighed up 97.3, no Eddie Bow. Dirty Mac just called, said it'll be here in an hour. Bring it backward. How you getting mad? You're in a trade pair. Think about you every time I'm going up to cable. This whole life clothing getting tailored. The best. Thought I had a wife, I couldn't save her. Next. Used to walk around like I'm the man. I'm depressed. Stupid bitch fucked up all the bands. Now I gotta switch up all the plans. You know I get money, so I am. We can't kick it, gotta get a bag to see me. YouTube, you can see me on the TV. All my haters old like DVDs. Bitch, I've been hot since my first CD. Top 10. How you mad at me? You're from the street. I know not to fuck with a bitch from the east. From the mask in the bag with the same trick or treat. Keep a body in the bag with a tag for the feet. I be getting views, no promo. My name's everywhere, bitch. I ain't just low. I can get mobile. Your career at my disposal. Still bounce back. Yeah, I always had total.
Let's see. Let me go down here a little ways. How about? Nope, I can't play that because that song is on the review tomorrow. This is Shay Breezy, Talk My Shit.
Hey, yo, I got the rhythm and flow. I got the cash to blow. You got the gas to smoke. I'ma just buy me a boat. I want the new Maserati. I want a bad bitch, I can't lie. Now I'm headed to the bank. Shorty, what you think? Diamonds on my ring. Looking at my chain like pull up. Hop on. New crib. Uptown. New money. Put down. Bank savings. Go down. Bank account. Triple O's now. Chase bank about to cash out. Four youths come out the hood now. Big ballin' like cash out. Whoa, whoa, to the 80 get active. Minute bad bitch from the back end. We both got guns, so we pack it. So let me catch you niggas lacking. Song went down to Texas. Minute bad bitch named Alexis. Shawty rock you when she reckless. So I pulled up in the Lexus. Now I say hi to find my low. Shay Breezy, back to stay on go. I got that Willie walk money to show. Can't be shell like I got the rebellion. So I like cement, said I'm more issue vogue. Yeah, I like that shit, so I like the pose. Yeah, I'm star bitch, now watch me glow. Got a big chopper, now watch it glow. Talk my shit. Talk my shit. You niggas is mad, you niggas is sad, cause y'all can't handle it. Yeah, talk my shit. Yeah, talk my shit. You niggas is mad, you niggas is sad, cause y'all can't handle it. I'm a rude bitch, get a cool trick. When I pop off, it's bad news, bitch. Go do the kid, yeah, I'm sticks. I got your bitches stuck like glue sticks. Yeah, I mean it. You bitches say hi, but I'm cold. Bitch, like a demon. Niggas, I tell bitch the Sonic King. Bitch, I'm a demon. Bitch, I'm popping my shit. Yeah, I'm rocking these hits. You niggas is mad, you niggas is sad. Please get out my dick. Talk my shit, talk my shit. You niggas is mad, you niggas is sad, cause y'all can't handle it. Yeah, talk my shit, yeah, talk my shit. You niggas is mad, you niggas is sad, cause y'all can't handle it.
Oh, Shay Breezy. What's crazy is, check this out. So, my dude sent me this song out of Toledo, and he said it's a little different, but you vibe everything else I play. This is Zito, and the song is called Prayer.
I will run like a rebel, racked up debts I couldn't pay. I will dance with the devil. 1 foot in the grave. How the hell did I get here? I went in, threw it all away. All I'll give you is trouble. All you giving is grace. Barely talk to God, still get advice from my angel. I'm the chosen one, but it's hard to let this pain go. Knowing that I kept it real, fell down from every angle. Yeah, I know it's cool, yeah, we good, but keep that flame close. Two left, don't make a right, fuck it, I'm on a mission, tunnel vision. Finally find my way up out the kitchen, don't miss it. Feel my heart break every time I visit, grown man. Really fucked up by the way I'm feeling, do it right. Second chance, I'ma fuck up again, young man. Really dying for a helping hand. Do right, then I do right. I'ma move different stakes in the grass. I cut it low and keep it cool. And barely talk to God, still get advice from my angel. I'm the chosen one, but it's hard to let this pain go. Knowing that I kept it real, fell down from every angle. Yeah, I know it's cool, yeah, we good, but keep that flame close. Barely talk to God, still get advice from my angel. I'm the chosen one, but it's hard to let this pain go. Knowing that I kept it real, fell down from every angle. Yeah, I know it's cool, yeah, we good, but keep that flame close. Sometimes I talk to God, sometimes I'm lost for words. Trials and tribulations, taking L's, feel like I'm lost on earth. Death to jail in these streets, which one come first? No, I'm good, some say I'm blessed, but I be feeling cursed. Fast money, chasing fame, feel like I'm chased by evil, paranoid. Clutching my pokers, I don't trust the people voted on by the people that I love the most. Smoking Danny Phantom in the rose, feel like a ghost. Barely talk to God, still get advice from my angel. I'm the chosen one, but it's hard to let this pain go. Knowing that I kept it real, fell down from every angle. Yeah, I know it's cool, yeah, we good, but keep that flame close. Barely talk to God, still get advice from my angel. I'm the chosen one, but it's hard to let this pain go. Knowing that I kept it real, fell down from every angle. Yeah, I know it's cool, yeah, we good, but keep that flame close.
Let's go. That was Cito. This is Light a Candle by Elijah.
Ooh, yeah. You got a face made for missionary, but a booty built for back shots. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, looking like a model in a magazine. Let your head down tonight, it's all about you. We can do whatever you want to. I know you love it when I'm kissing on your soft skin. Your skin. I just can't stop staring at you when you're wearing the soft skin. All my homies like, boy, that girl got you sprung, but it's cool because they never been in love with a girl like you. Wanna be late for work, but it's okay cause I'm here tangled up with my boo. I can't stop staring at you when you're wearing the soft skin. Oh, I know you when I'm kissing you ain't the soft skin. Oh. Girl with the soft skin. Girl with the soft skin. Yeah. Girl with the soft skin. Pretty girl with the soft skin.
Give me a second. Pop sent me a song. This is Nate Millions. I hope I'm saying that right. And the song is Platinum.
Way she maneuver, you would think I done took her through every page in this Kama Sutra and shawty you bad. We ain't making love, do it with the lights on. We get naked and fuck, and we've been at it for a day straight. I could really use a damn break, but we back to the hard limits. Your body's so authentic, so let's get it. And she know what she doing to me. Every time she throw that pussy to me, and I hit it, then I send it back. She really with it, as simple as that. She know what she doing to me. Every time she throw that pussy to me, and I hit it, then I send it back. She really with it, as simple as that. She up the shit, I'm off the shit. She want the dick, then I'm with the shit. No pillow talking, just BBNs. On my 50 shades, I make her bite her fist. She up the shit, I'm off the shit. She want the dick, then I'm with the shit. No pillow talking, just BBNs. On my 50 shades, I make her bite her fist. She know what she doing to me. Every time she throw that pussy to me, and I hit it, then I send it back. She really with it, as simple as that. She know what she doing to me. Every time she throw that pussy to me, and I hit it, then I send it back. She really with it, as simple as that. She know what she doing to me. Every time she throw that pussy to me, and I hit it, then I send it back. She really with it, as simple as that. As simple as that. 50 shades. Yeah.
That motherfucker's gonna kill me. That was a good song. This is Don't Take the Bible, My Bible by True Vocals.
He was raised in a shotgun house, nothing but love and hand-me-downs. His mama worked the graveyard shifts, read them songs before each trip. He said, "Stay quiet, dog-eared book in hand, that old King James warning thing." She said, "The world might take your name someday, but never let it take your faith." Don't take my Bible, don't take my peace, don't take the word that sets me free. You can have my boots, you can take this ride, but leave my hood is over behind. Please, don't take my Bible. Hit 18 hard and fast, where is a crew that wouldn't last? They party hard is they raised some hell till one night he landed in a cell. The deputy tossed his coat aside, and there it was, as hard as God. He clutched that foot through hell and shame, said, Lord, I changed. Just call my name. Don't take my Bible, don't take my peace, don't take the word that sets me free. You can take my past, all the things I've done, but leave this life, don't block my sun. Please, don't take my Bible. Oh. Don't take my Bible. Years went on, he cleaned the slate, got married, had a boy named Jay. He'd read that same old book each night by the porch swings, low last candlelight. The cancer came and took his bride. She passed on with that word by side. He told his son through tears and grit, don't ever let go of it. Don't take my Bible, don't take my peace, don't take the word that sets me free. You can take my breath when the Lord decides, but bear me with it when I close my eyes. Please, don't take my Bible.
Oops, I'm fucking up. This is damn. I can't play that either. Damn. This is God's Favorite by Ox Logan.
Deeply, y'all making this dance?
Sipping that syrup ain't come about Mabel. Don't try me, get fatal. Don't let them charge you up like cable. I promise I'm not really stable. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know I'm God's favorite. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know I'm God's favorite. Sipping that syrup ain't come about Mabel. Don't try me, get fatal. Don't let them charge you up like cable. I promise I'm not really stable. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite. I belong on the floor cause I'm really a goat. No, that ain't no joke. No, that ain't no quote. Blowing these trees like I'm from the dope. Like I'm from the dope. Heard another one died and roll up in smoke. Roll up in smoke. Heard another one died and roll up in smoke. No new niggas around me, only the members around me. Don't bring no goofies around me, I'ma kill 'em myself. But I keep killers around me, and they gon' kill some about me. No niggas around me, only the members around me. Don't bring no goofies around me, I'ma kill 'em myself. But I keep killers around me, and they gon' kill some about me. I do this shit for the tag, they show me respect, tell me they love me. If you post this a thread, it's over way, yeah. I do this shit for the tag, they show me respect, tell me they love me. If you post this a thread, it's over with, yeah. Sipping that syrup ain't talking about Mabel. Don't try me, get fatal. Don't let them charge you up like cable. I promise I'm not really stable. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite. Sipping that syrup ain't talking about Mabel. Don't try me, get fatal. Don't let them charge you up like cable. I promise I'm not really stable. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite. Run with some demons protected by angels. That's how I know God's favorite.
Oops. I fucked up. I played it on the wrong song, on the wrong damn thing. This is Tom Ski Mask.
Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Call me Mr. Crowd, please bandit, boy, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? You can't block what I'm doing, sucker, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Homie, my swagger so different, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Turning up with the scheme key and trick, I go hard. I'm back to what I supposed to do, was bless the stage. Y'all haven't seen me gone off, I'm in the rage. My moves are different, voice the same. They say it's killer be killed, that'll never change. I love to keep you grooving while you're turning up with me. Always different when you're bouncing with this legend Tom Ski. Ain't nothing gonna stop me, man, I'm in the major league. When I push it to the limit, man, y'all know what that means. Hey, you wanna talk like you did what I done did? That's so crazy to me. I've been doing it since a kid. I'm a legend in my prime. Damn it, I stay up on my grind. 24/7, homie, come and bounce with your guy. I said, yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Call me Mr. Crowd, please and bandit, boy, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? You can't block what I'm doing, sucker, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Homie, my swagger so different, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Turning up with the scheme and key and trick, I go hard. We jumping in the circle like we hit a pin march. We tearing up his club, there's no stopping it. Feel the energy from the crowd, makes this a hit. The crowd pleasing bandit, and you know when this I've been doing something that your haters can't stand. Turning up is what I do, y'all will never understand. Going beast mode, every time I hear a 30 track, certified to keep it punk, man, just believe that. Hey, 1990 was the year I went in. I ain't even stopped, suckers, I'ma keep going in. Now I am who I am. It's the crowd pleasing bandit. 30 years in the game, and your haters can't stand. Hey, yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Call me Mr. Crowd pleasing bandit, boy, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? You can't block what I'm doing, sucker, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Homie, my swagger so different, man, I go hard. Yes, I'm the drunk god. Who am I, the drunk god? Turning up with the scheme and key and trick, I go hard.
Going over here. You already got it wrote off.
Yeah.
So
where you got next up.
And that's fine. I'm going to do a show one of these 2 days. Even if it is play music. Or watch your foot.
Yeah, you gotta do it Friday. We'll be coming home Friday.
Oh, that's that week. No, I probably
That's the
won't do a
anniversary
show.
weekend. You ain't
Yeah, I
doing
probably
shit.
won't do a show.
No, you're not. Shit. Lay down.
This is Money T Nero, and the song is called Thug Love.
Hey, you know how this shit go. They gon' be labeling us as relationship goals. But you just gotta see past all my flaws. I'ma see past all yours. Maybe one day we go, kick shit. Let this shit be.
No, I can be there for you, gotta show you love me. This shit ain't easy, I know it takes time to love a thug. You say you want better things in life, let me be your thug. Put faith in God, got me praying for us, and you I trust. Cause I wanna be to see how we run it up. Say you can get to allow me to let's up, let's go. Don't have some haters and others don't be saying we go. Might have some problems and disagree, but that's how it go. Give me the time in the day and I take you on a trip. Have them debate ain't hot as them. Won't take for granted the opportunities that we seeing. It's me and you, so let's build an empire that can't fold. Don't buy you diamonds and pearls, cause your heart be made of gold. Won't let no bug compete in our earth, no, we squashing those. Long as we patient, the rest of all the line dominoes. Watch how we take off and leave when we screaming adios. Now we gon' fight and go have some sex, make you carry your toes. You let me meet all your girlfriends, I let you meet my bros. You call my family your family, I know your family love me. I want this shit, girl, forever, no, we forever done. When in your feelings, you always ask me, why do I love you? And I respond, cause you compliment me in every way. You are my flaws, and girl, when I'm with you, I don't feel basic. And with your strength, all the expectations, we gonna break. No, I can be there for you, gotta show you love me. This shit ain't easy, I know it takes time to love a thug. You say you want better things in life, let me be your thug. Put faith in God, got me praying for us, and you I trust. Cause I wanna be to see how we run it up. Say you can get through a lot with me to let something go. Don't have some haters and others don't be saying we go. Might have some problems and disagree, but that's how it go. Wanna be your getaway when your day just ain't going your way. Yes, you can call on the nigga and not gonna say the day. You say I do that for all my hoes, but you know you fake. We both from Memphis and just so happy we from the Bay. Just know you straight if I die today, I know that you slide. Gotta have faith, we gon' get it right, understand we young. I'm sorry for all the nights you done be your stress and crime. Gotta think back to my true intentions and that I'm trying. I tell you lie, but I say I love you, toxic disguise. But this shit love, it ain't toxic to me up in my eyes. I'm Capricorn, so it's hard to express my feelings sometimes. And I done been through a lot like you, I swear I ain't lying. It's common ground, we don't trust a thing if it's off the rip. Even when I'm mad, girl, you stay around just to make me smile. That's all I ask for, a loyal bitch to come hold me down. Just leave me up if the love ain't heard, why the fuck you round? Yo, I can be there for you, gotta show you love me. This shit ain't easy, I know it takes time to love a thug. You say you want better things in life, let me be your thug. Put faith in God, got me praying for us, and you I trust. Cause I wanna be to see how we run it up. Say you can get through a lot with me to let something go. Don't have some haters and others don't be saying we go. Might have some problems and disagree, but that's how it go. This shit ain't easy, I know it takes time to love a thug. Put faith in God, got me praying for us, and you I trust. You I trust. You I trust.
That's pressure. That's Money Tinero on all platforms. So listen to this real quick. I do have the calendar out, and I do have a couple of Fridays left, but I have some shit going on at the end of the month. I'm gonna get my teeth and shit done, and then I'm gonna take my son home back to Toledo. So with that being said, if y'all want them days, hit me up. It's Friday the 11th and Friday the 18th. Them days are available. Hit me up. And for the record, if you don't know what's going on in the South, I'm going to give you a rundown. You just had the Redneck Rave, but now you guys got to get ready for Lagodi Palooza. Another one of the biggest events in the South, one of the bigger events in the South. If you ain't hip hop to get a hold of him and get in contact with them, you can hit up Lauren in Cole, or you can hit up Cody Crazy. So that's what you need to do. See if there's any spots left. I'm gonna post what I got so far of the lineup. I'll do that right now. Bam. That's the cheat code. You need to know what the cheat code is. That's it, because that's all I have. If it's changed since then, I don't know. But I'm telling you, that's a fire ass lineup. And being a part of that whole weekend is a memorable experience. I don't give a fuck what you've done with your show, what you've not done with your show, or you know, when you're on the show, on the road, or that's nor here nor there. The Cody Palooza, my God, y'all, you don't want to miss out. And it's for you as an artist, that's one of the events that you want to perform at. And that bar has a little bit of cool history behind it. So, yeah, y'all need to lock in there with Cody Jones or Lauren Cole and figure out what's up. And as far as features, I was asked again today, hit my inbox. That's all you got to do is hit my inbox, and I will get you all the way together. All the way together. Like there's no hesitation there. You know, all the way. It's all one word. All the way. One word. Anyway, nice. That's always good, Mr. Jeff. So, look around my room, and as you see, that poster right there, it says "Sorry We're Stoned." All right, I see that in the camera right there. Then I look, you see that right there? That's my Lagodi Palooza, or my Lagodi Entertainment Award. Fire. So I look to my left. There's a picture over here on a canvas. That's me and my chick, and in the background there's Trippy Tribbit, Luck G, Big Eddie, Daisy Dawn, and her dog. Then I look over on that wall, there's a marijuana flag right there. Then I look over a little bit from that, and there's a poster that says, "What's your pleasure?" It's got 12 different strands of weed on it. Fuck yeah. What's up, Wheezy? What's up? If y'all don't talk, I don't know y'all here. Let's see. Let's play some more music. Y'all want to hear something I wrote? I haven't played nothing I wrote in a while. So I was fucking around, you know, trying to separate my angry and my bad cop, good cop feelings. You know what I mean? So what I did is I wrote a song called Jeffrey and or Davy. Jeff and Davy is the name of it. And it's like a bad cop, good cop, bad cop song where Jeffrey Dahmer being the bad guy and Dave, no fucks, being the good guy. It's kind of just me fucking around. Check this out.
Yeah. Listen up, let's dive into this dark. Jeffrey Dahmer, a name that's left its mark. Convicted of crimes that shook the ground. Multiple murders, horrific sound. But let's switch gears to Davey Notebook vibes. Frontier hero with a legendary rise. Not about violence, but about the fame. Davy's stories when it's known to Americans. Two figures, different paths, one in shame, one in glory with the legendary past. Jeffrey's actions led to his demise, while Davy's tale is one of frontier surprise. Let's keep it real and keep it tight. Respect the facts, day and night. Yeah. Listen up, let's dive into the dark. Jeffrey Dahmer, a name that's left its mark. Convicted of crimes that shook the ground. Multiple murders, a horrific sound. But let's switch gears Today be no fun spots. Front your hero with the legendary ride. Not about followers, but about the fame. Daily stories, one that's known to Americans. Two figures, different paths, one in shame, one in glory with the legendary past. Jeffrey's actions led to his demise. While Davy's tale is one of a surprise. Let's keep it real, keep it tight. Respect the facts, day and night. Duck, duck, duck. Respect the facts, day and night.
I don't know. That was one. I'll play one more. I'm gonna play this song. It's called "Fuck Boy Season." This is by me, written by me.
Yo, 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 jump shots by a target gun, it's all done. Some boys out the game, ain't no fun. You feel what you got played. It's just a memory fading away. Y'all are you trying to step to me with your weak lines. But you can take my throne, it's just a waste of time. My rhymes are fire, yours are just whack. You got eliminated and didn't stand a chance by some boy. It's time to say goodnight. You won't be bothering me. You'll be wondering why you couldn't touch my flow. My style's too sick, now you're just a footnote and a $40 trigger still pro. That's fire, talking down, it's a rap. You're just another rapper who got clowned. You should have brought the heat, but you brought the cold. Now you're eliminated and your career's over. No one likes you. You at the black ball, to call it what you want. NOB, and we walking in front. Jump shots, fire, target, gone, it's all done. Some boys out the game, ain't no fun. You thought you had the skill, but you got played. Now you're just a memory, faded away. Yeller, you try to step to me with your weak lines, but you can take my throne. You're just a waste of time. My rhymes are fire, yours are just whack. You got eliminated and didn't stand a chance. Why fuck boy, it's time to say goodnight. You won't be bothering me. You'll be wondering why you couldn't touch my flow. My style's too sick, now you're just a footnote and a $40 trash still shot. Fire target down, it's a rap. You just another rapper who got clowned. You should have brought the heat, but you brought the cold. Now you're eliminated and your career's over. No one likes you. You have been blackballed, to call it what you want. And we walking in front. Yeller. Shots fired, target down, it's a rap. You're just another rapper who got climbed. You should have brought the heat, but you brought the cold. Now you're eliminated and your career's over. No one likes you. You have been blackballed, to call it what you want. NOB, and we walking in front.
You heard? So yeah, that's a little bit of me. I did do a song called Detroit, and then I didn't like it, and then I remastered it. If y'all want to hear that, I'll play that. It don't look like there's one person here, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it because I really vibe to this motherfucker. It's a hard ass song. It's called Detroit.
Blue and silver fire ignite the night. In the city where the roars are might. From the fields of dreams we never shine. With the wings of a lion we learn to fly. On the stadium lights we break the chains. In the Motor City where the passion reigns. Hero rally echo through the land. Unstoppable force with hearts in hand. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets, we stand tall. With every heartbeat, we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight, marching forward with a fearless grace. In our eyes, the dreams we chase. Guardian spirits fly outside. With the pride of lions, we won't hide. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets, we stand tall. With every heartbeat, we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. Marching forward with a fearless grace. In our eyes the dreams we chase. Guardian spirits fly outside. With the pride of lions we won't hide. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. Every tackle, every stride, with Detroit spirit as our guide. We roar louder through thick and thin. With roaring hearts we aim to win. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight. We are the lions, hear our call. In the Detroit streets we stand tall. With every heartbeat we own the fight. Together we rise in the moonlight.
Ooh, we also don't forget to add, that's Kenny, Cody Crazy, Lauren Cole. Fuck, man. Trippy Tribbit. Any of them guys from Lagodi, so you can watch the All-Star Weekend. This should be pretty epic. I'm in a group chat with them, and it's epic. Y'all need to go add them and share and follow and like their pages. Also go follow, share, and like Cap the Wise Guys page, who was with us earlier today. But I'm gonna go ahead and give the ups and downs and all that. Big ups to God first and foremost for waking me up every day and keeping me in motion. Without him, none of this would be possible. Also, I want to thank my family and my friends for putting up with my dumb ass. My fans, my followers, and of course, I will never forget my team, Lagodi Entertainment, and all of you artists that push and support me and fill my calendar each month. Y'all the real MVPs, and that's what's up. Now, this gets interesting. Let's see if I can do this right. So he said to play this first.
Bravo Beats, mate.
Hey.
You are now rocking with Nation of Elevation 2.0 with your host, Ain't No Fucks P, Middle Mike, Miss Shelly, and Russ Dog.
the nod when they turn you up. Make your head nod when they turn you up. On the sticky icky when we roll up. Never slip it. Either got the heater tub. Got the latest tracks from the independents. They gon' keep it spinning. They gon' keep it winning. All across the nation is the elevation. They gon' bring that heat with no hesitation. Roll a 2.0 with no 1.5. What a lighter head, cause we going live. Elevation time. Come relax your mind with Dave P and listen to these rhymes. Nation of Elevation 2.0 got them jams. Turn your speakers up loud, cause Lil Goatee gon' slam. Got the underground hits with the dope wicked sounds. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at 6 p.m. You know it go down.
Hey, thank you for tuning in, y'all.
Wake me up